Hello, learners. I hope that all of you are well. And as of now, I'm not going to talk about market. Market will go through a lot of ups and downs, and it's a part of the of our journey. I'm not talking about whether we are a long-term investor or short-term investor. We need to, or a trader, whatever we are. So that is as per. There is one thing that whether we are doing business when we are investing, sometimes people say that I'm investing my this much amount, but when market falls or correct, no, they become that okay. See mutual fund performing this, this performing this. My portfolio is not performing, so I have selected maybe a wrong stock or something. See, mutual fund companies are completely doing a churning and all. When you are investing in a particular company where must be a rationale behind your selection. That when you are selecting a business, must be a growth is your rationale. Always stick to your growth rationale. When you are selecting a business, there will be one catch line of your investment. Suppose you are investing in a cable business, you will say that okay, proxy of Indian growth story. If tier 2, tier 3 city, home, all infrastructure will change. So it is a part of cable is a part of the infrastructural growth. But in a short term, if you look at short term, copper is a main raw material which can influence the entire sector. If raw material price is going up, what will happen? You cannot pass the thing, no, because you are selling the same kind of a raw material consumption you are doing. But always you cannot because you have a multiple competition. It is a perfect competition company, cable related stocks, because they are not making something, no, which another company cannot, like you cannot offer something which someone is offering at 100 rupees. You cannot charge that I'm offering you at 150 rupees. That premium you won't get in a cable stock. But in like a certain businesses, transformer, having a many years of expertise, people will not even interest any other company. If I'm taking from this company, I will give an order to this company because it's a very important value chain of our energy sector. Likewise, when we are investing in a business, few things we need to understand. Why last 2 3 years market has performed, which other sector has performed, and if this sector has performed, and again if you are setting all those sectors and you think that those dumb people are there who actually made money, they will just dump their stock to you one or other day. You may say it is a stage 3, stage 4, fear, whatever it is. It's a common sense. When you are investing in a business, look at whether what is the trigger and whether you are early entrant in the trigger point or you are very late. If you are late, say if you are late or early is also very depends on your time frame. Suppose you are looking at a chart. I'm just giving an example of a chart. Can you see that this particular stock has given a multi-year range breakout, and then suppose you have invested, forget about a technical, suppose you have invested in this particular zone. So would you not book your profit somewhere? Now, if you are, even if you're someone, I'm not saying that business is not having value. Business is having a lot of value. Even after a year, it may go to 10x. But whether you are entering in a particular sector at an early stage, no. As a retail investor, your work is to finding a work hard, like Vijay Kaidia, Ramesh Damani, they have a multiple information. You don't have. Only what you have as a small investor, you can read, you can. read annual report, you can go to the market, you can meet with the promoters, you can send mail, all these things. The more you closer to the company, more you have information. I'm talking about how you can either you are should be very close to the government policies, whatever you are reading, then try to understand that work on a theme that whether cable sector can grow, whether the road infrastructure will change in India, whether robotic will come in somewhere in a our construction line to anywhere, which other companies are working, whether we are having a cyber security threat, whether water would be the big challenge in future. So if we are talking about a theme with a data center, data security is one of the important part, then who are working? Go through the con calls of multiple data center related things instead of asking that like what to do, like market is falling, uh, I have entered in a wrong point or something. There is nothing wrong point or right point. It is all about no. You'll have to be little cautious. That what is your margin of safety? Why this stock has moved up? And if it any business, I'm not talking about this particular business. I'm talking about any business which has given a fantastic return last 3 years. It may take a pause of 1 year and 1.5 year, so what others will do, no, they will book profit, they will find another business. And if you're really long-term investor, like a 5, 10 years, if you're getting a 2 years, see, we have not seen. Think about those people who are sitting for many years in this particular zone. They didn't get any return. So period will not define that if you sit 20, 10 years, then only you will get return. If you sit 1 year, you won't get return. You need to understand that whether this 1 year return or 2 years return already is discounting the future valuation or not. And second thing is, as a small investor, if you're making a 10x, 20x return, which is a fantastic return, even if someone is making a 1x, 2x also with a high conviction, then also it is a good return. It depends on that which stage you are entering and why you are entering. You should be very clear with your own thought that I have entered because this particular business is bound to grow. Now, if say take an example of EV charging station, telecom equipment, these are very early stage. You cannot expect that it will be delivering a good result. Already market is maybe a sentimental direction would be in a bear side. And if those companies are also posting a negative result, what will happen? We will get at a undervalued. Now the point is, if you have entered with the same grade, no, I will get immediate return. Let me show you in Treel also. Transformer rectifier. Earlier symbol was Treel, that is why I'm talking as Treel. Look at a person who has entered at a 75, 80. So then he was also thinking that no, I have taken a wrong position and it's the stock came down to 50, 56. Now, if we look back now, so if you look back, he will be regretting that, okay, I have taken a very wrong decision. Now, market also maybe you are entering in a business which is not moving as of now. But find your rationale. Don't consider no 1 or 2 quarter non-performance. Try to connect with the company. Instead of talking about market correction, look at whether your company, whatever you have selected, are they growing at a 10-15% a rate? At least a 15% sales growth is there or not? If that sales is not sales, profit, whatever, that should be up. They should have a good operating profit margin. They should be growing at a double pace of the GDP growth. At least 13, 14, 15% growth should be there. And whether that growth is cyclical in nature or growth is consistently year on year basis. And whether in a yearly in short term like time frame also, whether there is cyclicality. Say, take an example of any water infra company. Water infra company will be having a very weak H1, and after that, post audit, post bank loan sanction, and everything. No, because every banks release their credit and everything after a company is completing their audit audited financial statement they'll be submitting, they'll be reassessing their limit, they'll be asking for a bank guarantee, whatever project they're executing. Based on that, further government also will be floating multiple tenders. So whatever infra company, due to rainy season also, there will be less infrastructural project. Post rainy season, winter, summer is the main season where a lot of projects will come in a picture. All projects, government like this companies is going to participate, and if they're participating, their issue will be very strong. So now, as an small, suppose you are doing a business, you are like also FII, then you will be booking profit and each one. If you are at a profit, you have taken out a right entry, H1, you are before result, what you should do? You should book your profit because H1 will not be good and stock will may fall. If your understanding is very weak, then you'll be keep holding. And now if you are a long-term investor in a business, you know that okay, fine, H1 will be little negative, I will manage. I will not bother about that. H2 will be very positive and that time I'll get my valuation. That should be the approach when you are investing. If something is falling, look at a business which are like many businesses are there which are doing at a very thin margin, 4-5% margin, where little raw material cost here and there, little interest costs here and there, their PAT may come negative. So avoid those businesses at a juncture where no, where your rationale is strong, you can stay with that business. But if your rationale is also very weak and you are only looking at price, look at growth. Give importance to companies which are sustaining their top line, able to survive in any condition. Market correction is a temporary phenomena. It may come and go. One a particular month, people will say that it is going to come. Okay, fine. Let the Nifty Bank Index to come again at a 40,000. So Indian economy will be there. Only you need to think of okay, fine. Whether you have invested at a top, you will be having even if you are an investor at a top, you are not going to lose because market again will be at a 50,000. The point is your time frame. Your time frame is because Nifty again will touch 50,000, again will touch 25,000. So if Nifty again touch, because I have like in 2008 or 7, in the 8 9 I guess, one person told me that time I was in college, and he was saying me studying MBA that time, somebody was saying that Nifty will never touch again at 2000 5,600 level. And I still remember the Nifty was at 2,500 level. So Nifty was at 2,500 level. He was talking about 5,600 will never come. So what is the learning? Learning is my time frame. I have seen in my journey also, we have taken a lot of good and bad decision in our early days in 2000, say 13, 14. Taken about one business at 80 rupees, sold at a 110, again re-entered at 80 and sold at 68, and it gone down to 30, 34 level. I thought, okay, fine. I'm so lucky that I have exited at the right time. Now you have, when I look at that stock, no, it is at a 900 or 12, 1500 level. So it's matter of no time with whatever good or bad business you are taking. What is the rationale? If company is surviving, if they are doing business, they will get valuation. And it is not that always company will get a valuation if their earning cycle is not positive. Say cable sector will grow. Don't buy random business. Okay, I'll come and buy one day one anything. Buy certain business, no, say water infra, choose anything, whether they're getting whether they're doing business for last 10 years, go through their dear HP, everything, or the annual report. You will understand that what are the risk associated with the cyclicality, how to play that thing. And the problem is you don't know cybersecurity, still you are playing cybersecurity related thing. Now at least if you are not even connected with the people whom you should connect, at least you should connect with the management, understand as an investor what they are doing. Random investment will never help you. And since Last 2 3 years, we have only seen a PE expansion most of the cases. Even if you are looking at a good result, also market is not reacting because PE expansion market has given 400 500%. Take it HPL Electric, Genus Power. Let them give now excellent result. Let them post excellent result. Then, if you look at no, say giving. I'm not saying that earning visibility is not there. Earning visibility is there. Those people who bought at 100, if they are at a 500, so they'll be taking say at the same time. No, they are getting okay, fine. So let me book from here and let me enter in some other stock where I'm getting at this kind of level. So they can again make some 400, 500% say they have invested 100, they made up 500 rupees out of it. Again, they can redeploy their 250 risk-free capital over here. So take an example of say NIT Limited. Now, this particular stock also in a place now where it has not moved for a long time. So it may come down again due to market sentiment. Now it is depend on your time frame that how long you want to play or stay with this particular sector, what visibility, what information. It is not looking at a chart you take decision. Okay, fine, ये तो ट्रिल के जैसा लग रहा है, यहाँ पे भी ट्रिल में ऐसा हुआ था तो ये शायद 700 800. No, it is not, may not going to happen. So I'm just giving an example that stocks which has not moved, if you're paying attention that whether there is any opportunity, because fund will also come and rotate because market structure all are not long term investor, some are businessmen, they rotate on a cycle to cycle. And if you're an investor, look at a business which are forever business which can actually work, like diagnostic center I spoke about. Yeah, I spoke about many other sector like a wealth management company, PMS. This kind of company also will do good because one or other day you require certain companies which are solving certain problems, be it a diagnostic center, be it a hospital, or be it anything. Look at simplify your investment rationale. What you don't understand, try to learn it over a period of time. Go through the con calls of a leading companies. If you don't understand pharma sector, go through companies, what they are doing, where they are selling, where their projects are getting a like a demand is more. So those things you need to go through. Then only you can actually become a good investor. And it is not a one day you'll be coming and becoming a good investor. You need to go through a lot of good and bad cycle. And in between, if you are thinking short term, think mid term, whatever you are. So that is up to someone's own perception that as of now, market is a stage where you will not get a straight 100, 200%, 300% return unless your stock selection, business selection is very right. It'll have to be very right. You'll have to select certain businesses which can do good and look at where money can flow. Work on, again, I'm saying work on theme, not on only chart or financial. Look at sustainable growth is there or not, why they're growing, where government is focusing. Are you in sync? Are you see that after 10 years India will be different India? So then don't worry on a such small fall and all. Not going to talk about that what to do because market, see, all technical may fail. Market may fall again of 2000 3000 point, all 200 DMA SMA may violated, and we will say that okay, fine, market is falling. There is a massive interest of buying maybe may also emerge. Looking at, so everything will happen when people will think that okay, these are the sector. No, now we are getting at a reasonable valuation because they are a businessman. They are not coming. If they get at a lower valuation, they will get. Once they find no, one small bounce we may see in between. We are seeing for what, because some people are investing in a different sector. That is why maybe Nifty giving a bounce, again it is falling. You need to understand entire banking sector last 2 3 years has given a very strong growth. Now many people were talking about a PSU. banks will do good. I always say that, okay, it may do good. Definitely it will do good. On the second quarter onwards, they will post good result. But what value you are fetching? 10 rupee, UCO Bank has gone from 10 to 70 rupee. Again came back to 30 rupee. So be a early investor, at least even if you are investing at a 30, 35 in a up cycle. Now when it is going down, it may come down to 20 even. So you need to keep in a mind that you are not entering in an up cycle. When it is in a retracement down cycle, you are predicting that it can go up. But where that UCO Bank was cleaning their balance sheet, State Bank was cleaning their balance sheet. So that time, if somebody has invested, no, they got a return. Now you are predicting based on a price. Again, it came back to 35. So I should invest. This should not be your rationale. And one more last thing I just want to convey, that same metal sector and infrastructure sector. Metal sector is dominated by global demand, and infrastructure sector is dominated mostly by government policy. Here you can predict. Metal sector very hard to predict. If you are focusing on a global news, mining related, all that, which mining is working, which mining is having some uh, problems, and that is why they are unable to supply certain base metal, then that will also know may affect the demand and supply of the international market. If it is a longer period of strike or something has happened, any incident, so you need to know all these things when you are investing in a metal related sector. And metal cycle goes no in a up cycle. Always try to catch the when it is at a very at a low level, like in the down cycle. If you invest, I you cannot predict, but you can also say Steel Authority of India when it was at 20 rupees. You don't know that how long it will be at 20 rupees. But I always believe that metal cannot stay at top always, cannot stay bottom always. But you cannot predict because many macros are there. So many macro you need to track. So being a small investor, you can invest at a low cycle, and whenever you get a 2200, you sell and move out. Don't look at that why I have not sold at a 140, 150. You entered at a 20 rupees and you are getting a 4, 5x. Even if it takes 3, 4 years, if you are getting 4, 5x return, which is commendable return. So an infrastructure, if you look at a H2 is always good. So focus on a H2 result. H1 is always subdued due to I say that in rain and audit and many other projects are not coming up in first quarter. Okay, thanks.